Okay, major scale spelling theory. Okay, there's only a few things to remember with this. Firstly, one of each letter, 1A, 1B, 1B, C, 1D, E, F, G, etc. And then where the semitones start off in C major, between the third and fourth notes, E to F, and the seventh going back to the root, B to C. So you need to maintain those semitones in whatever new key you're doing, right? So pick either the low E or the low A and just find a note, right? Okay, so say for instance I decide to do B here. Okay, so the next note has to be a C. Now B to C is one of those semitones I was just talking about, but of course a major scale starts with a whole tone, so that's going to be B, C sharp. Now that tells us that any other notes that aren't naturals in this key are going to be sharps because they don't mix. And it's a whole tone again. Right, C to D is a whole tone, so C sharp to D sharp would be a whole tone. So we've got B, C sharp, D sharp. Then we're going over to the fourth note, so this is a semitone now. So D sharp would go to E. Okay. Now E to F is a semitone, but we want a whole tone, so it's going to be F sharp. And then F sharp is going to go a whole tone to G sharp. And then it's another whole tone to A sharp, and then that's the final semitone back to B. So we've got one of each letter, and that gives us a key with 5 sharps, B major, right? And say the last note in a sharp key is always a sharp. Okay. Now, if we decide to pick another one, we can spell it maybe one of two ways, and this is a good exercise to do. So, for instance, if we decide, let's do B flat. Okay, we start on B flat. Then it's a whole tone. Now, B to C is a semitone. Well, we started a flat, one semitone lower, so it's B flat, C is a whole tone. Then it's C to D, it's a whole tone, great. Now we need a semitone. Next letter has to be E, so it's not D sharp, it's E flat. Very important. Then it's a whole tone to F. There's a whole tone again to G, and another whole tone to A, and then that final natural note leads the semitone back to B flat. So there we've got a key with just 2 flats. So the next thing to do is try and respell that as a sharp key, so that'd be A sharp major, and then sort of see how many sharps you end up with. So you're going to have A sharp. Now that next note looks like a C, but it's not, it's got to be a B. So it has to be a B sharp. Right, this next note, it's on the 10th fret, it looks like a D. It's the same pitch as D, but it's not. It's C double sharp. Right, okay. So we've got A sharp, C sharp, having to think about this. Sorry, B sharp, C double sharp. I think I said D there, didn't I? Yeah, so it's C double sharp. And then it's a semitone to D sharp, whole tone to E sharp, whole tone to F double sharp, whole tone to G double sharp, and then finally the semitone back to A sharp. So there you've got a key with a whole bunch of sharps and a whole bunch of double sharps. So obviously, in the real world, what happens is it's always B flat major and not A sharp major. So do this a bunch of times, and pick different keys in between notes. So say between G and A, G sharp or A flat. Which one are you going to use? And then making sure you've got one of each letter. That's the golden rule, and where the semitone should be. If you end up with 2 A's and no G, things are going to go horribly wrong when it comes to naming the notes, naming the chords and making sense of anything that's going on. So that's the exercise.